Often you will need to import data from files such as flat files or Excel workbooks. So let's go ahead and practice a couple of options to import data from text files and Excel workbooks in this exercise. Suppose that the IT department has given you a list of employees as a text file, probably exported from a mainframe database. So your task is to import this data into your Power Pivot model. To import data from a text file, you will click the From Text option in the Home ribbon. As a friendly connection name, enter employees. As a file path, locate the employees.txt file in the Chapter 3 folder in the book source code and click Open. Power Pivot should show you a preview of the data in the file, and we have some advanced options to fine-tune the import process. For example, we see that there's a little bit of problem here in the first column because it has some special characters, but we can click on the Advanced button and change the encoding to UTF-8 to take care of this encoding issues, and we'll click Finish to import the data from this file and to let Power Pivot create an employees table. Now, sometimes, what about if you forget to exclude some columns? Let's say some columns are not needed for analysis, or you're given a new file that has additional columns. Instead of deleting the table and starting from scratch, what you can do is to click on the Design menu and then click on Table Properties. That brings you back to the Edit Table Properties dialog. And here you can make changes to the table definition. For example, let's say in the Employees table, I don't need a few columns. So I can go ahead and actually delete this column, such as the Employee National ID alternate key, Parent Employee National ID alternate key, and some columns in the end, such as start date, end date, and status. And then when I click Save, Power Pivot is going to re-import the data from that file and is going to actually remove those columns. So you don't have to drop and recreate and re-import the tables if all you need is import additional columns or delete columns that you don't need. This is as far as importing from text files. What about importing from Excel workbooks? Well, that's also very straightforward. For example, suppose that somebody is giving you a Excel workbook which contains a list of AdventureWorks resellers, as we did with the previous chapter. What we can do to import from Excel is to click on the Get External Data from Other Data Sources, from Other Sources button, and then scroll down the list until we see Excel file. Then click Next. The friendly connection name, let's type in resellers, and the file path would point to the reseller Excel workbook. Now, if you take a look at this file, you will see that the Excel list, the first row in the Excel list contains the column headers. So I'm going to check this checkbox, and then I'll click Test Connections to verify connectivity. Then click Next. Only the first worksheet in this file has data, so that's why I'm going to check only the first checkbox. And as a friendly connection name, I'll enter resellers, and then I can click on Preview and Filter, just like any other importing from other data sources. And I can remove the columns that I don't need. For example, Geography key and Reseller alternate key. These columns are not needed for analysis. Then click OK and click Finish to import the data. Power Pivot adds a new resellers table